Okay guys, welcome back. So this time we're talking about Marathon Digital, purely technical levels to watch from here. So is this stock about to turn around? I know we talked about this name many times, especially when it was coming down, and we were basically on point, pointing out that they were doing offering, they were trying to raise funds to do whatever the business they wanted to do. Okay, but this is not the video about that. We're talking about purely levels. So 80, basically $20, $21, give or take. That's where it closed. And I was looking through IWM stocks, especially after Tom Lee, if you guys don't know him. So Russell 2000 at the moment is sitting at its resistance level, which 205, 210, give or take, right? So 200 was pretty pivotal. We are above it, and 200 is acting as a support right here, right now. But it has still resistance at 210, 212-ish. But I'm not going to be Tom Lee. I'm not going to say that IWM is going to go to 3,000 or something like that, or 300, another 50%. But at least if this ETF, and in general, small caps, we know they're rate sensitive on this basically news that Fed still on track to cut 3 times for the rest of the year, and it starts pushing higher, well, Marathon will definitely follow. I know from the value they were dropped last year, but it perfectly tracks IWM. So if you take a look at Mara, so this is the chart of the Mara, and I'm gonna switch to daily chart, and I'm gonna compare it just basically on a daily chart with IWM Russell 2000 small cap index. So if we take a look at this chart where I'm basically laying over IWM here, and I'm going to change the color right here to blue so you guys can see better. So you can see anytime small caps catch a bid, or anytime small caps in a downtrend, Marathon perfectly follows it. If it's in an uptrend, perfectly follows it. If it's in a downtrend, perfectly comes down. If it goes up, comes down. So that's not the point. The point is IWM is only down. It's only up 2.5% year to date. Marathon is up. Marathon actually year to date is down about 10%. Not a whole lot, but if you take a look at the, let's remove IWM. If you take a look at the Marathon on a longer date right here on a daily, you can see it's still, this stock is still making higher lows, right? On a grand scheme from these lows of October, it didn't come down to 15, so 1750 local low, ultra short term. This stock is let me pull up the moving average. Ultra short term moving averages that I follow are 5-day moving average and 20-day moving average. So if you take a look at this chart, notice when stock is above 5-day moving average, it's usually, that's the first sign that I'm not going to be bearish, at least until stock goes below 5-day. You guys can see right here that 5-day moving average is right here acting sort of in an uptrend, and 5-6 trading sessions, stock is in an uptrend for the past, let's say, 6 days or so. This blue line on my chart, 20-day moving average, still in a downtrend. Okay, so in the last 20 days, that's the average price people paid. So that's what it is. Let me bring up the bigger moving averages. So you guys can see here now, this yellow line where it basically rejected on Friday is the 50-day moving average. So if the stock gets back above these levels, it can still go higher, considering BTC staying higher, and also possibly small caps catching a bid and Russell 2000 pushing higher. So when can it happen? Well, March is officially over. April is, I know we're going to have halving. For the halving, I can say that, okay, your halving event is priced in. Okay, don't expect too much. That's my opinion. We can just scratch the whole thing right here, right now, because stocks trade way 3, 4, 6 months ahead of time. They price in what's going to happen. So let's just say halving is just priced in. Okay, let's just assume that. And next month, basically, earnings are gonna roll out, and especially these small caps, if they start reporting in a high interest rate environment, slightly better results, not as a whole collapse as everybody else expecting and pricing, right? Then IWM drifts higher and MARA can drift higher as well. Of course, it has a lot to fight through, but you can see volume has been dropping. So on a daily chart, you guys can see after the sell-off, why it's not doing this. Okay, there you go. Volume has been dropping. So, and now what you want to see, volume increase with the stock. In terms of like shorts, right? I was looking at short volume. So there, yeah, I'm gonna show it maybe next time, but there's nobody who's shorting it. So average short daily volume for the past like 20, 30 trading sessions it had from its peak, even from here down, it wasn't significantly shorted stock. Maybe high 30s, low 40s, okay, on a daily. So that's not a lot. Even go pull Apple, Microsoft, they will have 30, 40% every day, the daily volume shorted. So that's normal. But this is what I'm watching. 20-day moving average, 23. If it clears ideally 24, this resistance of 24.69, I'll be watching MARA to the upside. And from the miners, I mean, I made a video about CleanSpark, but CleanSpark looking a lot better in terms of the chart and in terms of possibility of this thing breaking out and running. So far, it did break out of this downtrend right here, and it's just retesting this level, breakout level of 1875. And if it starts pushing higher, I like this name better. But I think that if Russell 2000 starts pushing higher, these stocks can catch a bit. Again, these videos are purely for entertainment and educational purposes only. Drop a like, subscribe. See you in the next video.